In boxing, a little more than a year since his last fight, Manny Pacquiao will return to the ring to challenge secondary welterweight world title holder Lucas Matisse in Kuala Lumpur. Boxer politician Manny Pacquiao will return to the ring on July 15, a little more than a year since his last fight. The fighting senator will challenge secondary welterweight world title holder Lucas Matisse in Kuala Lumpur. This has been confirmed by both sides on Monday night. But Pacquiao will go into the fight without his longtime trainer, International Boxing Hall of Famer Freddie Roach, overseeing his camp or corner. Pacquiao advisor Michael Kong said Pacquiao has replaced Roach with Buboy Fernaldez, his lifelong friend and career-long assistant trainer who has been with him for every fight. Asked about the reason Pacquiao decided to make a change without notifying Roach, Kong said there was some concerns Manny had in the last fight and some statements Freddie Roach made to the media that Manny wasn't very pleased about. Pacquiao has not fought in the ring since being defeated on points by Australia's Jeff Horn in Brisbane in July, a loss that cost the Filipino star his WBO crown. Matisse, who has 39 wins including 36 by knockout against 4 defeats, won the vacant WBA belt after beating Thailand's Tirachai Sitmorseng in January. The Villanova Wildcats are the 2018 champions. Let's look back at how the Michigan and Villanova battled their foes before reaching the finals. Here's EBC Sports correspondent Pablo Iglesias for the report.
In Day 1's action of the NCAA Men's Final Four, the Loyola Ramblers had their glass slippers shattered by the Michigan Wolverines, and the Villanova Wildcats used the long ball to bury the Kansas Jayhawks. A 69-57 victory hardly came easy for Michigan. Down by 10, it was the junior from Germany, Moritz Wagner, who played his heart out in this one, finishing with 24 points and 15 rebounds, 6 of those offensive boards. Loyola turnovers and Michigan free throws would eventually put the game away. In the second game, Villanova exposed Kansas in a hurry. The Wildcats were unconscious from beyond the arc, shooting 45% and finishing with a Final Four record 18 three-point field goals. Kansas's lack of depth was evident as they fell 95-79. Villanova and Michigan will battle it out in Monday's winner-take-all here in the Alamo Dome. Reporting here from San Antonio for the Final Four, I'm Pablo Iglesias, reminding you that I am always one with 25. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Pablo. Freshman Dante DiVincenzo came off the bench to score 31 points as Villanova University outclassed the University of Michigan Wolverines to claim the prestigious U.S. college basketball crown on Monday. Towering guard DiVincenzo dominated the Michigan defense with a devastating first-half display as the top-seeded Wildcats cruised home for a 79-62 win at San Antonio's Alamo Dome in Texas. DiVincenzo's 31 points were a record for a bench player in a championship game and earned him the award of Most Outstanding Player for the 2018 Final Four. DiVincenzo's starring role sealed Villanova's third national collegiate basketball title 2 years after the Pennsylvania College clinched their second crown in 2016. Villanova coach Jay Wright said his team had saved their best performance for last. Villanova were heavy favorites for Monday's NCAA showpiece, the climax of the March Madness knockout competition that is one of the highlights of the U.S. sporting calendar. Michigan made a fast start with Moritz Wagner's layup helping the Wolverines jump out a 21-14 lead midway through the first half. However, DiVincenzo and Mikal Bridges hit back with jumpers to cut the Wolverines' lead to 3 points before two Colin Gillespie's free throws put Villanova to within 1 at 21-20. DiVincenzo then drained a superb 3-point jump shot with just over 6 minutes of half remaining to put Villanova ahead. Although Michigan rallied through Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, DiVincenzo again took Villanova clear with a 3-pointer and a layup in quick succession to put the favorites 30-26 ahead with 4 minutes 7 seconds remaining in the half. DiVincenzo traded dunks with Michigan's Charles Matthews but moments later provided the assist for Amari Spellman to put Villanova 34-28 ahead. A 3-pointer from Jalen Brunson handed Villanova a 9-point cushion at the halftime break with a 37-28 lead. Wagner reduced the deficit early in the second half, but Villanova were increasingly dominant and a burst of scoring soon had them commanding 15 points clear at 48-33. Michigan attempted to staunch the flow of points, but both Duncan Robinson and Jordan Poole missed jumpers before Bridges drained another 3 points to put the Wildcats 51-33 ahead. The Wolverines cut Villanova's lead to 12 points with quick scores from Wagner and Matthews, but DiVincenzo delivered a double whammy with 2 unanswered 3-pointers as the Wildcats opened up a 62-44 lead with 8 minutes left. From there, the Wolverines never looked like making up the lost ground, and Spellman put Villanova 21 points clear at 79-58 with just under 2 minutes left. These are the stories for EN Sports. I'm Ben Bernaldez, and I'm 1 with 25.